an embarrassing performance that was. And I said it at the start of the season, the Newcastle Knights should not be playing Kalyn Ponga at 5'8". He cannot defend in the front line. It's something that's been brewing for the last couple of weeks since he came back from injury. Ponga is a respected player and has a lot of great skills, but I just think that playing in the front line, he's never had to do it in his entire footballing life. Think about it. He grew up playing rugby union. Now, rugby union, whilst is a very physical game, he played in the back line. Now, he didn't have to get too rough and tough and, make a lot of tackles. And that's his biggest issue at the moment. And it was his biggest issue when he was playing fullback as well. I thought when he was playing fullback, he was, good out the back of shape. I have no problems with him in attack. In defense, he was still one of the worst defensive fullbacks in the competition and still needed to work on his tackling ability. And he hasn't learnt that in the offseason. And now he's transitioned into a role where he is defending non-stop. And Para exploited him last night. Mitchell Moses by himself had 3 line breaks. And Kalen, well, he missed 11 tackles. That's an outstanding amount. And right now, I feel like teams are just going to target him at this point in time. Like Matt Moylan at the Sharks. He came from a touch football background. He has a lot of experience playing fullback and has transitioned into the halves in, I'd suppose, the last 3 or 4 years. Now, I'm not saying that Kalyn Ponga can't do that, but right now, it's more of a will thing. Kalen has got to want to make those tackles, and that's half the battle with defense. You've got to want to do it. A lot of the good defenders want to make tackles. They want to absolutely belt blokes. And right now, I don't see it from Kalen. And Adam O'Brien, I think he's got some real work to do on this, back line at the moment. Lockie Miller has been great in the number 1 jersey. Don't get me wrong, but he has played a lot of halves, especially in the last year, at the reserve grade level. So we know that he can defend in that front line. Whereas Kalen is just so untested at the moment and he's a turnstile in defense. I think Newcastle fans deserve a bit better than that. I'm going to hit you guys with what might be a scary stat. The Knights have not won a game this season with Kalyn Ponga playing a full game, whether it be at 6, 5'8 fullback, or off the bench. The only game that they won where Kalyn Ponga was playing, he played 1 minute and was knocked out for the rest of the game. It seems to me like the Knights might be better off at this point in time without Kalyn Ponga. He has a lot of impact on that club at the moment and is almost holding them to ransom. For example, last night he missed 11 tackles. Do I think he's going to get dropped next week? No, because they're paying him $1.2 million. Do I think he'll even get a slap on the wrist? No, because they're paying him $1.2 million. The Knights have dug themselves a pretty big hole, and it's up to themselves to get them out of it. Right now, I think Kalyn Ponga may need to transition back to the bench so that the Knights can stop relying on him and have a bit more of a collective effort towards winning the games that they have won earlier this season. Thanks very much, guys. That's my thoughts on the Kalyn Ponga situation in Newcastle. I'll catch you guys on the next one.